Hit me. What you got? Ask me the question again so I get my brain rolling. All right, let me think about it first. My background. Well, this is just great. All right. I'm Jonah Schulman, head of communications at Security Token Market, and I've been with the company at some capacity for about 3.5 years now. I was the first employee, and in a startup environment, you kind of have to wear a lot of different hats. I first started off with talking to issuers, onboarding their offering data, because at Security Token Market, we create visibility for primary offering data as well as secondary trading data. But since then, I naturally migrated to the marketing and branding types of things. I'm naturally migrated to the area of how can we increase the brand's value tangibly, intangibly, and exposure altogether. So from social media marketing to conferences, to cross-promotion strategies, to anything you can imagine, I've done with my team and the team itself. And we followed one key formula, and that has been consistency plus time equals trust. Even at the beginning, if you don't have any engagement, if you keep pushing and keep doing it, eventually people will follow and people will trust you. My background is a little bit of everything, where I have a combination of traditional finance and decentralized finance. I started off studying finance and really heavily focused on finance, working at firms such as Bank of America, Deloitte, and Royal Caribbean. I also had really cool experience working with different blockchain projects as global brand ambassador, where I had the opportunity to ride the ICO boom, which was really cool, and speak at different conferences around the world on behalf of those projects. And through that experience, I also had other experiences at traditional financial firms such as Deloitte as a financial consultant, and that was an incredible experience too. But I realized that, these traditional finance incumbents are always going to be there, and blockchain is at the forefront of everything. So I get really excited and get a lot of purpose from, being at the future of tech, and that's kind of my background. My favorite thing about security tokens has to be the granularity of the innate technology itself, of how the type of investment options and opportunities become so vast and deep in depth, where in the traditional finance world, just you can invest in equities, you can invest in debt, it's very fixed. Now we have kind of a variable approach where if you can think it, you can believe it, you can do it. So very unique use cases, and I think it's perfect with the sentiment of the world, how everyone wants things to happen now, and everyone wants everything now. So for example, you could have a sports car, you could have a NASCAR, you could have sports franchises, you could have private companies, public companies, real estate. This chair I'm sitting in, if it has value, you could break it up into little shares, fractionalize it, offer to a global marketplace, and have them trade it via a global investor base. So I just think it's so cool and so unique, these unique investment opportunities are becoming. What do I think is going to happen in 5 years? I can't really see the future, but if I could, I would anticipate conservatively that we would see a lot of the legacy systems move to a blockchain-based system. And I think what we need for that to happen is we need a foundational layer of confidence and certainty via regulatory clarity from the regulators such as the SEC and other relevant ones around the world. I think we're already starting to see that with the executive order from President Biden, as well as a lot of different countries like Singapore has been very forward-looking of creating this framework where we not only follow securities laws that already exist, but we build a blockchain component on it, because in today's age, the industry players in our world follow all securities laws and relevant laws in our space that already exist for traditional finance and add blockchain components. But when you do that, it kind of is you kind of find little nuances that may or not be regulatory gray area. So we just need more clarity, and I think that will boost the whole industry together. No, for sure. The best part about my job has to be the culture. Coming from a traditional financial firm, as some people on my team can attest to, it's not the best and healthy environment for personal and professional growth. So I think the culture that Kyle and Herwig have fostered and created for all of us to be independent, be ourselves, operate on our own time. Obviously, not exactly that, but be confident in who we are and achieve things with a team and feel as a family and have fun while doing it is just incredible culture, and I'm very blessed to be a part of it. My favorite use case of tokenization has to be community. And community is one of the most overlooked assets and things that small companies and companies around the world can leverage for fundraising and for any monetization opportunities. Whereas a lot of times companies, when they seek fundraising rounds, they want to go to an angel investor or a group of wealthy individuals or companies that want to invest, and they have to convince them on the company that they've built their heart, their sweat into this company. Versus if you have a strong community and customers for your product or service, you can just raise capital from the people who already sold in what you're doing. And not only are you able to complete your fundraise successfully, but you create stronger brand ambassadors on top of that, because they want to succeed as much as you want to succeed, because you all succeed together. And that's exactly what we're doing at Security Token Market. We create a pretty strong community, the strongest security token market community in the world, with our palm trees to signify that. And we want everyone else to live in the success with us.